Hi, I'm Michael Josh, and you're watching Gadget Match. Back in 2015, Asus launched the Zenfone Selfie. Back then, it was probably the first smartphone targeted at the selfie generation. However, they abandoned that idea a year later, only to let the likes of Oppo and Vivo stake their claim as selfie experts. Well, Asus is back in 2017 with two new selfie smartphones, including this one. This is our Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro unboxing and review. The Selfie Pro comes in a white box that's identical to its budget counterpart, the Zenfone 4 Selfie. Here, of course, the Korean finger heart. We love photo. Let's open it up. The first box has a SIM ejector tool, user guides, and a clear jelly case for your phone. The phone is next. Ooh, this Zenfone is looking great in red. I love that more and more phones come in red now. Let's set that aside first. Also inside the box, micro USB cable, earphones and extra earbuds, and the USB wall charger. Now back to the phone. Let's take it out of the plastic. Button and port placements are like this: micro USB port, audio jack, and speaker grills at the bottom. Volume rocker and power button on the right. SIM card tray on the left with slots for 2 nano SIM cards and a micro SD card. Time to power this thing on. Roll spec sheet. This updated Zen UI looks cleaner and has less bloatware than before. The Selfie Pro runs on Android 7.1.1 Nougat out of the box. The Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro also comes in deep sea black, sunlight gold, but of course this red variant is our favorite. Although for a new phone released in 2017, the design doesn't look particularly unique. It reminds us of older phones like the Huawei Mate S and the C9 Pro from Samsung. Up here in the 16 megapixel rear shooter is where Asus's signature concentric circle design is found. But the real star, or should I say stars, are the two front-facing cameras. Yep, there are two. The camera has Asus's new Duo Pixel technology, which combines two selfies and produces one 24 megapixel photo. This may seem like a big deal, but unless you plan on blowing up your photographs, then this feature might not really come in useful. There is really no noticeable difference between the default 12 megapixel photos and the 24 megapixel Duo Pixel shots. Also worth noting, Duo Pixel doesn't activate on wide angle and beauty mode, which are the modes that count. But even though you don't plan on using it, it's nice to know that you have the option of blowing up your photos billboard size. What we really love about the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro is that the wide angle and bokeh mode options are both available, unlike other dual selfie camera phones where you can only have one. This feature is available on both the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro and the Zenfone 4 Selfie. That means great selfie opportunities when you're alone, and even when you're not. No one gets cropped out. Beauty mode also works on both options, and you can edit as much as you want. Make your eyes bigger, cheeks thinner, or even lighten your skin tone, just don't overdo it. While the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro is $100 more expensive than the regular Zenfone 4 Selfie, you can't really tell one's more expensive than the other looking at them side by side. They look nearly identical, if not for the camera placement up front. But the main difference is in the quality of selfies. Take a look at these sample shots. The Selfie Pro's photos have that extra glow, which is what's most important to Isa when taking selfies. They're also sharper and brighter. While the selfie shots are noticeably softer, both phones have 16 megapixel rear shooters, but the results came out different. The Selfie Pro does better in low light, while daytime photos are more color accurate. And while we're comparing, here are their spec sheets side by side. Notice that the Selfie comes with an entry-level Snapdragon 430 processor, while the Selfie Pro, a Snapdragon 625. In the real world, this means apps launch noticeably faster on the Selfie Pro, and they last slightly longer before needing to be recharged. So, is the Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro your gadget match? Well, I have a question for you. Do you take a lot of selfies, and do you use that front-facing camera? Because if you don't, then you're better off looking for another smartphone in the same price point. For selfie lovers, however, it's an entirely different story. The Selfie Pro gives you lots of choices for your different needs: travel, Wi-Fi's, your usual Instagram story updates, and even blogging, all for a mid-range price tag. The Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro retails for $379 US. Here's what pricing looks like in other markets. And that was our Zenfone 4 Selfie Pro unboxing and review. For more videos like this one, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, like our Facebook page, follow Gadget Match on social media, and make GadgetMatch.com your daily habit. Until the next video, I'm Michael Josh. Thanks for dropping by.